you for your permission for being recorded and then for being recorded. So if you don't mind, Giovanni, I will just make the quick introduction, just welcome our participants to the first preliminary meeting of the Gitskills project before the great study visit that we are going to take part and also to organize in Georgia and in Italy. So just very briefly of the agenda of today, we'll start from the welcome and introduction to the Gitskills project. Later on, we'll pass to the making business in Georgia and Italy, and here we'll have the presentation of the Creative Caucasus, I think on behalf of Gela, and from the Italian side, we'll have Luca Guardinceri. Later on, we'll all take a look on the platform, how we use it, which resources we'll use it, and what you need to do for the next steps, and later on the working program. So what, when, and which are the next steps. We'll finalize our meeting of today with the presentation of at least one company from the Georgian side and one company from the Italian side in order to know you better, but no worries, in the next meetings we will try to give the floor to all of you. And the last but not least, the ideas and identification of curiosities and maybe some topics that you would like to discuss during the next two preliminary meetings. So first of all, I think I will give the floor to Giovanni and to Gela to say hello to our participants. Giovanni is the managing director of the CSCS and the president of the Skillman network, and Gela is managing director of the Creative Caucasus. So
thanks so much, Irina, for this kind introduction, nice presentation, and welcome to all participants to our initiative to match business together from Georgia to Italy and returning back. So this is the first meeting. I would like to suggest to start smoothly because we have several things that must be analyzed and explained, clarified. We have to set a matchmaking environment that you will have to feel comfortable with. So it's important to understand each other, to do not have big expectation about what we can get from this experience together, but even to set targets that can be not only reachable, but even interesting for us. So we need to put the level at a stage that we can pass it, not too high, but even that creates some challenge for us and for the capacity that we have to make future business together. So I would like to introduce my point of view about what is our business, what we want to get with this initiative and offering to you this opportunity that is given by the European Commission. So my short presentation will be related to our activities, just to introduce you which is the organization that you have in front, and then just what we have in mind to get together with you. Gela, it's okay if I go on, or you prefer to introduce yourself, your organization, before that I proceed?
I can make a brief introduction, Giovanni, but I would prefer, but go ahead and
no, but sorry, because the program is done in this way, but I prefer that you feel very comfortable. Sure. Please.
Okay, I can say just a few words about our organization, and then I would love Giovanni to talk a little bit about the project. So we've been around for 7 years. We are probably the first creative industries organization in Georgia. We focus on three main things. Number one, we work with SMEs and startups. When I say SMEs, SMEs in Georgia are very small. Of course, it's a small country. So it's usually either family businesses or sometimes even individuals. And rarely they are maybe up to 10 people. So what we do for them, we provide all kinds of training for them, usually with our friends and colleagues from Europe. Second thing, what we do, we organize international exchanges. So we take these companies to various European countries, as well as invite leading representatives of creative industries from various fields to Georgia. So we organize conferences, hackathons, all kinds of trainings. And a third one, which is probably very relevant to this project, our main focus is to help Georgia, and not only Georgia, but the Caucasus region, because we have very good relations with our partner organizations in Armenia and Azerbaijan, to get closer to European countries. And the instrument of doing this is to organize as many exchanges in various entrepreneurial or business settings, but also to get as closer and better understanding of what kind of cultural differences exist. And actually, that's why I'm very much looking forward to hearing from you and then getting to know all of you to understand how Italian businesses work and how we can work together. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Very clear. Every time I'm fascinated about the activity that you realize. I know how much they are important. And even from the beginning that we met, when we know each other, I was really surprised about the professionalism that you put, Gela, in your work during the past months that we collaborated. Yes, I was very touched by this capacity you have to connect people and to create a positive situation. So I think that this is a very strong characteristic in your organization that you bring to the initiative, to the project. So let me go. Irina, can you share your screen? Because I have no very good connection here, so probably I risk to block everything.
Sure, Giovanni, but can I
Thanks so much.
Can I just add only one thing? That because just before jumping to our presentation, I would like also to introduce Mariam and Ani, who stayed also behind the scenes. So they also help us to organize our everything, and we are working all together to deliver as best product to all of you as possible. So
thank you so much for introducing the team. There are also other persons that are involved. I was not going to mention now the team, but okay, we have also other colleagues from Italy. We have Luca, we have that will make a presentation today. We have Valentina working on this. We have Alessandro. I don't see Alessandro connected, but behind the platforms, there is Alessandro, is not connected with us today. And then also I see also Emiliano. I don't know if Emiliano is here like an entrepreneur or a colleague, because he's also an IT expert. Anyway, I'm going to introduce you to the counterpart in Italy of the Creative Caucasus. The counterpart in Italy is the Skillman Secretariat. The Skillman Secretariat is the operational arm of the Skillman network. And we, I mean, when I say we, I mean Irina, me, and the other colleagues, we are based in Italy, as you have understood, of course. And we work to represent the Skillman network that is currently in 96 countries in the world, with more than 650 now. This is not updated the data, 600 and more than 50 members all over the world. We collect with this network big industry players like it was Fiat FCA. Now they merged with Peugeot, but we have Jaguar Land Rover, Scandinavian Airline Systems, that is not passing a good moment now. So the financial crisis touched many companies. Then even small, medium enterprises, a lot of universities, chamber of commerces, and public and private institutions, and public bodies like regional governments and national ministries, many ministries of education, or in particular of vocational education and training. So the main sector addressed by the Skillman network is the vocational education and training, or in particular, the development of skills. So this is the worldwide network for skills in advanced manufacturing. MAN is not man, but is an acronym for manufacturing. There is no any gender discrimination here. We try to explain this in case you have thought that it was like a Superman. But this is not the case. So the network is addressed to improve the skills of people working in different areas, and not only in general in education, but in production. We can go to the next slide where you can see the glue that keep together our members, because we have and we want to give a good ethical impact on what we do. So value for business in this case. This morning I was here to a presentation, participating to a presentation where we were discussing the connection among creativity and business, the suggestions or the ideas that we can get, how we can develop the business starting from creativity. And one of the important aspects of this thought this morning was exactly this. We start from values for business. We don't start just for making money, but we need to do something that we like, that fill our lives. And especially in the sector of creative sector, like you represent, we know that you put your passion in what you do. And so this is also our passion, to work for qualifications, to work for increasing the capacity of people and giving a sense to a learning, in this case to a job, because we were used, as the director of SD said to our last forum last year, before we were used to learn to work, but now working is learning. So we know how much is relevant to do something that where we put our passion and that allow us to grow up as individuals and entrepreneurs or workers or whatever. So this is to give a sense to what we do. And next slide, please. One important aspect of the Skillman network is to include ethical values in the skill sets. So we wish to design the society of the future, designing the curricula, that means the learning paths of today. So if today we decide what are the right skills necessary for the future societies probably will be better. And we have a responsibility in this regard. And the activity that we are proposing to you, for us, means the possibility to make you, to set some new business using this track. We make new businesses that looks at the future with an ethical value as equipment to go on, leaving no one behind, providing advanced manufacturing skills, because this is our main mandate. That is not exactly related to this business match to business matching, but is in a way in our DNA. So we can move to the next slide, where I would like just to mention that we have some recurrent activity during the year, and we are at the 8th edition of our Skillman International Forum. That means every year expert practitioners, people from production and research meet together to discuss the future of societies seen through the skills, the capacities of the individuals. Next slide, please. I don't want to make you sleeping. So coming to an important project that we have now started, we are in track to start in the next months, that is called the Tracks for Craft. Just to explain you what the Skillman network is looking for in relation to your business. For example, we are launching this initiative that is a 4-year project funded by the European Commission for a sustainable, inclusive, and economically viable heritage in Europe. That means that we are looking to analyze how to transform the transmission of traditional craft knowledge, making the cultural heritage for sustainable development, so useful for sustainable development. This means many things. So one is reviewing how the crafts are done, the processes are realized, safeguarding the traditional craft knowledge, no? Keeping what is your expertise and building capacity to support the communities that can sustain the transmission of your expertise to other people. In this way means valorizing craft, stimulating the contribution that you can give to the world, to the society, and making this contribution more transferable to the economy and the rest of the society. So analyzing your skills, understanding what are the skills necessary to make the job that you do, and multiplying the number of the people that are able to do it. Because the concept of industry production and the future of work has to, in a way, pass through the work that you do. So the craft knowledge, the craft know-how, and the craft skills for us are very important ingredients for the future of the society. So in a way, cultural heritage is seen with this initiative as a resource for sustainable development. And this is why I am mentioning this, because exactly what we are trying to do with you is to support you in matchmaking business, in meeting other companies, other entrepreneurs, other people interested in your business, by the commerce part, by the production part side, but in finally to provoke even new skills, not only commercial partnership, but even partnership where you can develop together new projects, new ideas, and to create a new business, not only basing on your own aspect, but putting together with the other colleagues your capacities and creating new things. We can move on to the next slide, please. Yeah, we usually manage not only the international forum, the Skillman International Forum every year. We have several activities. We organize several webinars during the year. As Creative Causes, we invite participants to several activities. In particular, also we own this platform for online collaboration. Is the one that you have that you are benefiting to participate to this activity. This learn.skillman.eu. That is the platform that you will use to collaborate and to interact. So then there will be an analysis of all the functionalities available with this platform. You will have the opportunity to use some simple tool like the matchmaking database tool to put your data and to share your data with the others and to look at the other characteristics to prepare when we will meet in person, to prepare the opportunities and to understand if there are some interesting company for you or whatever. The number of the participants is very limited, it's very small, but anything, this is a way to start the collaborations, to get knowledge of each other and so on. So I think I have ended my presentation on the Skillman network. So you are welcomed by the Skillman network, a worldwide network for skills in advanced manufacturing, and the Skillman Secretariat is taking care of you to support you in this business experience. Thank you very much. Irina, I don't know if you were expecting something else for me. I think that now we can proceed with some presentation in the field.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much, Giovanni, for this presentation of the Skillman network. And thank you very much, Gela, for presentation of the Creative Caucasus. Before going to the details of the project and go into details regarding the market specificities of the Georgia and of the Italy, I would like to ask our participants to vote. We would like to create kind of a word cloud through the slider. So on the left corner, you will see the number to join the slider. You can just scan the QR code that you see here on this slide, or just go to slider.com and insert the number that you see here on the left lower corner. So with this, we would like to ask all of you to respond to the question, which sector do you represent, and or which is your core business?
That's incredible, Irina. Fantastic. So let me understand what I have to do. I have written slido.com in my browser. That's right?
Yeah.
Slido.com, as it is indicated in this slide. Perfect. Then there is joining as participant. Okay. And there is hash. And then I have to add this number, 2675, and it's disappeared. And 269. Sorry, because older people needs more time to go through these digital tools. So now I click, and what happened here? I see Slido, and then I can vote. Oh, perfect. So I have understood. Hope that all participants got at the same time their opportunity to vote.
Perfect. So we have for people who voted, so jewelry, craft VSOs, creative industry, ceramic. So we are 20, so we expect at least 18 of you voting. So I see 6 participants typing. So sculpture, okay, great. Okay, I think the number is the number of the slider room. So agritourism, perfect. Creative industries and gastronomy, fashion, artisan company, commerce, okay. Tourism and culture, fabrics, just let me scrap reuse. Let's wait a couple of minutes. Okay, restoration, honey and agritourism. Okay, nice. Fashion artisan company. Great. Marble, nice.
Wow, we have a lot of suggestions here, Irina, to discuss.
Yeah, we have wine, we have CSR campaigns for fashion brands. It's very nice. Agritourism.
Probably the number 2675269 is the code. It's not put in the right place.
We still have 1 participant typing, so let's wait a couple of minutes. But I need to say that we have very diverse companies.
There is someone is writing in the questions. So you have to go back in not in the question, in the pools section. That is the right tab. You are in question and answer, and you are writing there, wine and restoration. And now I want help and put this in the right place. Wine
Georgian snack DIY box.
was-
It seems very interesting. Nice.
So we have very good things. I see gastronomy, so
So
agro-tourism.
we have 15 people voted, so we expected at least 18, but okay, also 15. So I think we can say that we have very diverse companies who work in diverse spheres, but I also can assume that the work
I'm
that
sorry, I just joined. I told you I was in traffic. Now I can go Slidos and
okay, we'll
answer
wait
that.
for you.
Okay, we
Okay.
wait. Don't worry, we
No
wait.
worries.
Very good. I think this tool Slido, this not Slido in itself, the tool word cloud tool is very helpful to understand the preferences or the wishes we have. Putting even more time the same word, you can enlarge the focus on that aspect. So you can see that the restoration, wine and ceramic are the most voted. Then we have jewelry, sculpture, the number, I don't know, Irina, if you can delete the number from the list. And then you have the rest. Jewelry is also written in another way and doesn't appear properly together because of this. Honey and agritourism, wow. So we have a lot of good food opportunities here, I think. But agro-tourism probably is not matching with the okay, because honey and agrotourism it was written like one only word, no problem.
So
And
yeah, thank you.
I
sculpture.
tapped my answer.
Yeah,
So thank you very much,
Yes.
Tinatin, for
Thank you. Sorry
for
for
answering. No worries at
the
all.
attention.
We'll have another one, so no worries. And yeah, just
Perfect.
assuming, I would say that okay, wine, honey, and agritourism, restoration, ceramic are the most common for all of us on the most voted sectors that in which we are working. So I think we have a lot of things in common, you know, and for sure the matching will happen. So thanks to all of you for voting. We also published this word cloud to the Moodle platform where we all collaborate in, but I think those answers that we see here already give a lot ins for all of us. So I would like to
Can I ask
jump.
a question?
Sure.
Can I ask a question?
yes.
Yeah. Can I see this video later? So you're gonna share this meeting, right?
Yeah, we are going to share the recording, so no worries.
Okay, thank you.
So yeah, no worries at all. We will record all the 3 preliminary meetings and we will share with the participants in order if you missed something or you had bad connection or you were in traffic. So no worries at all. So from this, thanks first of all to all of you for the answering. I would like to jump to another one. And I think here the job will be a bit more complicated. So I would like to ask you to answer to the question, which areas could you collaborate with the most? So do you have in mind some areas, some sectors that you would like preferably to collaborate with? Do you have some specific organization, specific sectors of the creative industry that you are interested in? And also to strengthening the collaboration between Italy and Georgia in that sphere.
Let me understand better, Irina. It's not clear for me. So first question, we have asked to companies to indicate which sector they belong to.
Exactly.
Okay, now they are asked to understand or to explain to the others which kind of business they would like to make. For example, I want to make commerce, or I want to make a common product, or common design, a common project, or something like this.
So basically, yeah, with which other areas or with other businesses they would like to collaborate? Or if the same sector as they are working, or they can.
Can I say hospitality, kind of?
Yeah.
Good. Okay. Try
like
to
storytelling for honey.
Yeah. No, I'm trying to understand how we can avoid to duplicate the efforts, because in the first step we have already in a way set the environment, so the kind of business that we do or we wish to do together, because For example, it was marble. I think people that have some interaction with marble pieces for sculpture or something like this, they want to have a collaboration. So now we see luxury boutique, craft, potential common project, export, good.
Yeah, so
Fashion and accessories, perfect, perfect. So let's go on in this direction. I think it's clear, it's clear. The mandate is clear. What you want to do together, in which sector you want to collaborate, what you want to have, a common project, a common business for commerce or for creation, co-creation, or I don't know, e-commerce. Good, very good, because e-commerce is clear that was not in the previous survey. Luxury boutiques or department store, association, fashion and accessories, export, international partnership, potential, I don't know what, projects, winery, common, hospitality, but the biggest is e-commerce and crafts. It's not clear for me what you mean with crafts, but then you will have the occasion to explain each other to international partnership is growing up. Membership NGOs. Wow. Luxury boutiques and fashion and accessories probably goes together. What does it mean, ESG project? Who has written? Can explain, please? ESG project.
That was me. It's environmental social governance shared project. Since we are a company that allows to bridge that through countries to facilitate.
Wow, great, great. Yeah, yes. Thank you very much, Luca.
Welcome.
Very well done, I think. And then, yeah, you remember our value for business, not only business for money, but even to promote some good thing for the society and for the future of humanity. We are here not only for making money.
That is exactly what we do, Giovanni. We are a startup benefit and we just do blue economy projects. So from waste to value.
Great, great. Please remember, Luca, we have a strong partnership with the consortium in blue economy based in Cyprus. They have is a new body composed by the Chamber of Commerce, the university, and other organizations on the territory. They work for skills development in the blue sector, blue marine sector, so maritime sector. If you are interested,
great. Yes.
We can put you in contact. We have a collaboration from last year. They are very, very good. Good. Membership NGOs. That's also interesting aspect for me. That is something really linked to the social, the aspect of social engagement for our companies. I don't know what was intended behind this statement, membership of NGOs, but it's okay. In my mind, is putting very good wishes, moods. It's something that is part of our DNA. Community-based tourism, I think is the same feeling reading this. Okay, Irina.
Yes, so perfectly. We arrived to 12 answers here. I see also one answer that's one person typing something. I think that assuming and taking into consideration both clouds, we can identify that we definitely have something in common. We are definitely all in the right place, and seeing here the main word, which is international partnership. I think we all have the common goal for being here. So thank you to all of you for answering. Your answers were really, really very interesting, and we will publish them later on the Moodle. So now I would like to go to the next step and just briefly present you the main scope of the project and our founding body. So the project is founded under the EU for BCC program or the Euro Chamber. The Euro Chamber strives to improve the general condition in which business operate to facilitate access to the market beyond the EU and ensure the availability of human, financial, and natural resources. Eurochamber spread their initiatives all over the Europe and also outside Europe and tried to strengthen the cooperation between Eastern Partnership. Also, the most of the EU-funded project at this one have a focus on encouraging business relationships between EU countries and third countries. So when we talking about Eastern Partnership, the specific focus is on the strengthening relation between European Union and 6 Eastern neighborhoods. So Armenia, Azerbaijan, Belarus, Georgia, Republic of Moldova, and Ukraine. The main goal of this is the economical development and supporting the job creation through the improving of the entrepreneurship. Our project was founded under these initiatives with a specific focus on the creative industries and has an aim to help SMEs to strengthen their collaboration, transnational collaboration, and help to grow the economy of the Italian and Georgian, of Italy and Georgia. Also through the attaching the investment into the sectors sectors related to the initiatives. Going also very briefly, I would like to just overview the main objectives of the Gitskills project. So in general, the aim of the Gitskills project is to open the transnational business opportunities in culture and creative industry sector between Italy and Georgia. So we also have the specific objectives, which are the establishing direct links between BSOs and SMEs in Italy and Georgia through the study visits and peer-to-peer coaching sharing of specific knowledges and best practices, and allow peer-to-peer exchanges and cooperation. Establishing direct links between Italian BSOs and Georgian BSOs to increase knowledge and trust from EU BSOs to the in the sphere of environment and investment opportunities available in the Eastern Eastern countries. Also, it helps to allow entrepreneurs and representatives from the SMEs from the same sector to travel and share know-how, exchange their experience, and strengthen the collaboration in order to have the possibility and possibilities for the collaboration and transnational partnership. Also, we have as main focus to allowing entrepreneurs and representatives of the BSOs and SMEs to attend and participate in the wider networks such as Skillman.eu and to be involved in the co-share the most innovative trends at the world level in terms of skills and knowledges. As was presented by Giovanni, we are a wide network of organization, and where we also encourage you to join us and to join us. Talking also about the Gitskills project, as you all know, we have launched a call for the involvement of BSOs and SMEs, and we were recruiting the SMEs from and BSOs from Georgia and Italy. And we invited all of you to apply for the study visit and participation in the study visit of 3-day duration, and also to be involved in the online marketplace. Totally we recruit 16 participants from Italy and Georgia, and under the upon following condition: minimum 2 SMEs owned under 35 years old, minimum 5 SMEs owners run by women, minimum 3 SMEs having their seats in rural area, and minimum 2 BSOs involving women from the top level. So basically, at the end and then we'll select 8 SMEs and BSOs BSOs and SMEs from Italy and 8 BSOs and SMEs from Georgia for peer-to-peer exchanges and for study visas in Georgia and Italy. So that's only just to give you a look and brief introduction to the project and what we are implementing and we are going to realize. I also would like to step to the next point. And here I would like to pass to the making business in Italy and Georgia. And here I would like to ask our experts, field experts, to present a bit more on this topic. So I don't know who would like to start. Maybe we can start with the Gela. Gela, are you with us?
Yes, of course, I'm with you. What I would like to do, maybe, hopefully, Ani Shansheshvili is here. Ani, you are here, Anna?
Yes.
Because, of course, Anu is president of one of the BSOs that we plan to take to Italy and also host you guys in Tbilisi. So maybe she can say a couple of words about kind of a focus that we would like to have. Just a couple of words, and then I speak about kind of logistics, if you may. Maybe I will ask Mariam also.
Thank you. Can you hear me?
Perfectly.
Yeah, so I'm representing Georgian Heritage Craft Association, and we are uniting more than 300 craft makers and organizations around Georgia. And so there are like different fields which are widespread in Georgia, starting from like ceramics, ending up with like silver and jewelry and woodwork. And so we are really looking forward to this project. I think there are a lot of similarities between Italy and Georgia. And yeah, as long as we are looking for like some SMEs, which are like women-led or from the regions, we have a wider network in the regions. We have been working with the regions for over 7 years. And so we can somehow spread this information and, you know, invite all our members to participate in different activities based on their scale and on their possibilities. Thank you, Gela.
Thank you. Thank you. Irina, would you like me to say a couple of words about the program that we created? Okay.
Sure.
Then I will just very shortly, because I realize we don't have that much time. So we aim at a 3-day program. This is for all potential Italian participants. So most flights arrive to Georgia very early in the morning. So I would say you have about half of a day, maybe a little bit 2/3 of a day, because you need some rest. And we organize, as Anna just mentioned, we can organize during the first day visits to several companies that are in our list. Second day, we can also add, I was just talking to 2 main organizations that support creative industries in Georgia. These are governmental organizations. They issue grants and they support kind of, they are very important for our projects. So we can organize meetings with them. Second day, I would say we have a training as well as meeting between Italian organizations and Georgian organizations. Before we do that, I hope our 2 online meetings kind of manage to select, so to speak, 6 and 6 companies from Italy and from Georgia to create the best match. And the third day, I believe Irina and Giovanni mentioned this, we have this very large annual event called Ethnofest. And we would like all companies to participate there. We're still talking to the organizers, but most likely it's a large fair. It has stages, so we can host maybe a mutual event where Italian and Georgian companies can discuss their potential collaborations. Maybe Italian companies can talk about their experience and how they relate to Georgia. So this is our third day, and you guys can leave like very early next morning. This is like a general agenda, which we can tweak based on your wishes and also what kind of matches we have in terms of like what is the best collaboration between Georgian and Italian companies. But this is like a general agenda for you guys. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Gela. It seems a very interesting program. I knew it, but yes, reflecting on the value we have here in terms of companies and ideas that we can bring, and the program that you have set, I think we are in the right track.
Giovanni, thank you.
Okay. So this is very good because the visit in Georgia will be in a few weeks. Then we have the next offer to you. We will put the efforts to offer to you, to the Georgian delegation, the same hospitality and capacity to have great opportunities that you are offering to our entrepreneurs. And thank you very much for this. I would like to make you a question, just because I would like to start warming the muscles for being in the good mood coming there. So if you could wear the clothes of the Italian entrepreneurs in creative industry, in particular of our entrepreneurs that we are bringing to you, what do you think we could activate, we could expect to activate by your point of view? What are the business that characterize this economy in your country or in your zone, in particular in Tbilisi or in the area, that we could start to think about to create ideas for collaboration? Because you know the sector, you are an expert, recognized expert, so you can just help us to understand better your countries in a friendly way. Just we are friends that are talking about what we could do when we come to visit you. What are the opportunities?
So I mean, Georgia is a small country, but I mentioned it several times. In many ways, Georgians have the same kind of Mediterranean temperament. We have wine, we have very good food. It's a huge tourist destination. And also Georgians are very good at crafts. One of the things that we should focus on is what our project actually mandates us to do.
Sorry, please go on.
So we should try to concentrate on the sectors that we chose within creative industries. So we have one of the strongest BSO, president of the BSO present here. She just spoke, Anna Shanshishvili. So craft sector is something, if your companies have some interest in collaborating, and we should have like a separate meetings, I think this will be a very good accomplishment. And the second sector we chose is a kind of craft-related gastronomy. I would say what I would do, I would allow these companies to talk to each other a little bit to determine what their needs are. And then we use this 2 online meetings to kind of select and narrow down choices and what we can do exactly to match your needs. I think that would be, because otherwise it's, you know, Georgia is a well-developed country. There are a lot of very good artisans, a lot of people who are excellent in doing what they're doing. And maybe Italians don't know them, but, you know, a lot of Georgian crafts makers travel to Italy, and they have good collaboration in different parts of Italian like regions. I think Anno was there like this year, at least 2 or 3 times, I think. So it's a question of like, let's try to kind of select what it is we can do, because we are still getting to know each other. I don't know much about companies that are present here.
Yeah, thank you. So just to share how it works, now we are trying to introduce smoothly the situation. Then we will have presentations by the companies. I can also anticipate some information. Have already connections with your with the counterparts, with your companies, and they also ask to stay longer, to have their own normal relationship that they usually the occasion to reinforce this, and also to bring to this consortium partnership other connections. So I think it's good to enrich with the contribution of all participants. Now is not the moment to share all this information, because we will have the opportunity for the companies, the next two meetings.
Yeah, I think we get lost, Giovanni. Yeah, so I agree with him. We will have to
present themselves, then in the follow-up occasion that we will create, join online after. Hello?
Yeah,
Giovanni,
is my
sometimes
connection
you're
is
breaking
going
up.
down.
Yeah,
Can you
unfortunately.
hear me?
Yeah, now we can hear you, but very, very badly.
Probably I'm isolated.
Yeah, so probably I think we can jump to Luca's presentation. And then in case if Giovanni will have the better connection, we can go back to the
Okay, okay.
Perfect.
Thanks so much.
Thank you very much, Giovanni, and thank you very
Yes.
much, Gela, for the presentation. I think we get lost, Luca. So give me 1 second, please. Yeah, sorry, we had a small connection problem, so just give me a second and we will try to recap.
Can you hear me now?
Yep,
Yeah,
we
good.
can hear you,
So,
Giovanni.
sorry, the connection here is very bad, unfortunately. Yes, we have next occasions to go deep into the information of what the participant company can offer. Now we have just taking the first, taking out the first layer, just going smoothly to the situation. And even we need to close quite fast, because it's already 1 hour and we don't want to take longer time to our entrepreneurs. Luca is connected back or not? Even Luca has lost his connection probably.
Yeah, so basically I just get in touch with Luca and he will be available in 2 minutes, but probably not to get not to lose the time. Maybe I can briefly introduce you the platforms that you have actually already used, but maybe to give you some more details regarding them while Lucas is connecting. So just excuse me, just give me 1 second. So as you know, and as you already saw, and I mean, from our side, we ask our Italian organization, and I'm pretty sure that Annie and Mari Musk Georgian organization and BSOs to log in and register to the Moodle platform that I will show you now more in detail as a one tool for the cooperation between us. And also we have B2B matching platform developed for the project in particular. So basically, these are a Moodle platform that all of you have registered. If you haven't done it yet, please do so, because we will continue our communication as the main communication channel through the Moodle platform, as you all received the email from us yesterday. with a link. So here you have some information regarding the project. Here you have the B2B matching platform on which you need to click. Once you click there, you will need to register your organization. I'm in administrative mode, so I see more tabs here, but for you it will be much more limited. Here you will see different organizations which already have registered. So you have here the Creative Caucasus, Caucasnut, hope I'm pronouncing it well, Tea Country, Georgian Heritage Craft Association. So you will see here different organizations that are classified. So basically with indication of the type of the organization, country, the sectors that they are operating, and the main job. You can see also their website, you can see more, and you can also, what is the most important for us, contact the person. So that allows you to go into direct contact with the people who you already find on the B2B matching platform. You see also here the description, various brochures that can help you to understand more the field of the work of that organization. So if you found some organization that you're really interested in, even before our study visit, just click on the contact person and you can read more details and contact them directly by also email. So that one issue that we would like to ask all of you to register here, so we'll have all the organization on the list, and we will be able to continue our matching process that will also facilitate to all of us at then the process of selection. Also, we ask all of you to once you did the B2B matching platform, you will scroll below here. We just added the button. So in order to facilitate for you the participation in the meeting, you will just need to click once in the day of the meeting, the button start to be active. So you're just clicking here and you are redirected to the Zoom platform. In case you get lost, the link in the email. Also, we have here the admission questionnaire that is very important for our side because it's helped to us understand better who you are and and to understand the minimum requirement and to set up the minimum requirements that we set up within the project.
Sorry,
Also,
can I ask
a question?
When we are supposed to
Okay,
submit
yes.
all this information?
what, sorry?
When we are supposed to submit all this information?
So we would like to ask you to do it as soon as possible when you will have time. So not immediately right after the meeting, but as soon as possible. So it's the admission questionnaire is very simple. It's 3 questions that you just need to respond. And the same thing is for B2B matching platform. So it's very easy.
I have a question as well.
The right answer is as soon as possible, but immediately, because we need to buy the flight ticket. So we need this information to make to allowing the travel agency to call you to combine the leaving airport and arriving airports back. So it's important that we do it as soon as possible, immediately. Okay. If you can,
yeah,
please.
so I think that will be the next point, but before going to the voucher, request, any questions, Alessandro? Luca, yeah?
I have one just on the matching platform. I actually represent 3 companies that would be interested under my management. Which one should I enter? Can I enter multiple ones or shall I put just one?
Yeah, of course, you can put the multiple companies because, I mean, it's not depend only that one on the organization that definitely participate in the study visit, but I think it's for the strengthening more the collaboration between the Georgian.
Yes, we have a small group, so it's the same management, but we have 3 different companies in 3 different sectors, all 3 potentially interesting, I suppose.
Okay, so it's better if If it's 3 different person represent, I mean, like if I get it well, like one management, but not one person representing all of those 3.
No, just one. It's going to be me in case, but it's 3 different fields.
Yeah, I think you can submit also like ticking more sectors.
Okay.
That your organization represent, and in case if like they are completely different with completely different names of the organization, you can make the multiple submission. In any case, if you represent all 3 companies, we invite you to participate in the study visit, of course, at the selection process and so on. But the person who will participate will go through the application process. That will be the additional one.
Clear.
Yeah, just one thing for all that is important we didn't see before in the database tool. Is a very simple tool, but has a very powerful searching system. So even if the number of companies grow and we have like for 50 companies, you don't have to look to go through each record one by one. You can also make filters and extract the data that you are looking for. Irina, your microphone is off.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you, Giovanni, for clarification. Luca, any other issues?
No,
Perfectly. Tina, do...
Yes, I have a question. Can you see me?
Yeah.
Okay. I uploaded my company, but accidentally when I registered, I did this administrative questionnaire, this 3-question quiz. So what can I do now?
So you haven't done it yet?
Or... I have already,
yeah.
But before this meeting.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect. So, I mean, we are saying it's only to those who haven't done it yet, but if you've done it already for this Gitskills project, that's perfect. Yeah.
Okay. So what's gonna be next step?
So the next step will be the application process. Of course, you can apply for the voucher to clicking by here. For the parties, you can read here all the terms and conditions, and here you can apply for and submitting your documents for the study visit in Georgia, or in your case, for the study visit in
Irina, could you please zoom a little bit your screen, because otherwise it's quite difficult to read. It's not readable. Depend on the screens that the participants have, but for example, with my laptop, I cannot see anything.
Is it better now?
No, not yet. More.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, so you'll need just simply indicate the airport in the text box. You will need just indicate the airport of your departure, like here. And you will have here the bottom, this one. In order to upload your passport, we need your passport only for the purposes of the only for the only for buying the tickets and for the check-in. So only for these reasons, no worries, and all your documents, be sure.
My passport has just expired, so I have to take a new one immediately, right?
Yeah, you cannot go to Italy without the passport. So
okay.
Once you have the new one, you will need to upload it here.
Where's deadline?
As soon as possible.
Okay.
We follow that strategy.
I'm sorry also to bother again, but I'm also having a passport issue. I'm having a new one coming in, but it's going to be there only like the end of next week. Is it going to be too late, or can I submit my ID and then change it?
I think that we
yes,
can...
I have same question.
I don't know. We have to ask we have to ask to the travel agency or to check directly if we can put a different document in the connected to the flight ticket, because to order in the flight ticket, we need to give the name and the passport number. Then if it is not necessary with your passport, but having on the flight was, for example, your identity card, we have to check this, and upon this information, you can also provide your name with another document, and then you will fly using your new passport. But at least I'm sure on this, if you provide now your number, passport number, and then we buy the flight ticket, then please, when you make the new passport, ask to keep conserved with you the old one. They will cut part of the passport and they will return it to you. And then when you fly, you show the old password and the new one. So in this way you are safe. But let's check about this number. Probably it could be also not necessary. We will inform you back in few times. Short.
Just one comment, if I may. Sorry, somebody was talking.
No,
Please,
I just said thank you.
No.
Thank you, Tina.
Thank you, Tina. Just one comment. Maybe it's a question or a topic for a different discussion, but all Georgians are flying from Tbilisi, and but we don't know where we are flying and when. So we should be discussing this soon. And in case of Italians coming to Georgia, you all are coming to Tbilisi. That's for 100% sure. And we offered you the dates. So it will be also great to either confirm or tell us that we should know this exactly, like in 2 days, 3 days. So we prepared.
Yes, Gela, I think we will also, I think it will be very, very important for us to schedule the bilateral calls. So we will let you know where you're going exactly and in which dates, and we know like the dates, and we, as soon as possible, when we will gather all the participants and we'll buy the tickets, so we'll know exactly the proper days. So we also will follow the program that you write to us in the common share document. So no worries regarding this.
And anyway, Gela, this is not totally not known, because having opted for Tuscany and I would say put apart the Sardinia option, you will fly to Florence. You can also land in Pisa and Bologna, because all these three destinations can keep you to Florence. And also you can consider Rome as an option, because to Rome you can have very cheap flights, and then you have 1 hour and 20 minutes train directly to Florence. So anyway, probably the sleeping city will be not Florence, because Florence is too expensive. It's double time the price we can have in Montecatini Terme, that is in the province of Pistoia. But anyway, the zone is different, and for the landing areas, you can consider all these locations.
Yeah, perfect. So thank you very much.
So, Irina, can we have your contact if we have any question to discuss?
Yeah, sure.
With you?
I will share my contact with you. Also, I will share my email here in the chat, so you can contact me anytime you wish. Okay.
Okay.
Perfect. So thank you, Giovanni. Thank you, Gela. We will schedule for sure next time.
Irina,
yeah.
Sorry, just a moment. Regarding the database, the matchmaking database, please consider that in the normal use of the platform, I mean the collaboration platform, you can contact colleagues and participants only via email, sending a message from the platform. And because of privacy reasons, you are not allowed to see the phone number and the email of the other participants, or probably no, the email, you can see the email. But if you use the matchmaking platform to share your phone number, so you can be contacted directly by the other entrepreneurs and so on. So this is the matchmaking database that you have to use to share your contacts.
Thank you very much, Giovanni, for this clarification. Probably, if everyone agree and everyone has like 5 minutes of time, we are already in delay, but I think it was really nice meeting and we have discussed a lot today. So probably if you agree for more 5 minutes, I can ask Luca to take the stage and just briefly in 5 minutes present the characteristics of the Tuscany region. So Luca, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much. My brief presentation is about the Tuscany, the economic in Tuscany, about the craftsmanship in specific. I have a presentation, I don't know if, okay, yes, thank you for sharing. I don't know if you can see the screen. Sorry. Okay, we talk about the handicraft sector in Tuscany. I will show you some data about the craft business in the last year and the data so far in 2022. Some explanation about export sector, export country of specifically Tuscany, and a forecast for this year and the next for artistic and traditional handicraft in Tuscany. As I think you know, we have a lot of excellence in Tuscany about this particular sector. It's mandatory to have a point at the dimension of the companies that work in Tuscany in these sectors. As you well know, the mostly part of the business in this sector are micro and small enterprises. A lot of them are industry that pass from father to son, from generation. So their activity came from a very, very long time. They have accumulated a lot of experience, a lot of history. This means that their dimension is very, very small. So in several sectors, they make consortium, they make some kind of, they unite themselves to be ready, to be fit to reach a bigger market than the internal market. So, for example, we have the textile district in near Pistoia, in Prato, another textile district in Arezzo, the marble district in Carrara that export all over the world, but it is made by small companies, but together they are very, very big, very big sector. Every single town, as shown in this slide, has his particular craftsmanship and excellence. The next slide will show you some example of this excellence in Tuscany. For example, we have a very big expertise from Montelupo about ceramic, the Casentino cloth, the crystal from Colle Valdezza, the hat from Signa, a small city near Florence, from Volterra, alabaster, textiles from Prato, terracotta from Impruneta, the marble from Carrara, and the perfumes from Florence. Is a very, very old tradition. And also, I don't know if it's not in the list, but from Arezzo, there is a very big district about the gold and the jewelry production. Also, in this list, it is not mentioned one of the biggest and famous sector in Tuscany, that there is the wine. In Tuscany, we have several of the best wine all over the world, as you well know, for sure. About economics, about economy situation in Tuscany region, as you well know, the pandemic affect all the industries. All the industries in Tuscany, we have, for example, another sector very, very important, the tourist sector, that was very deeply from this craftsmanship and the artisan activities were hit very, very hard. But after the end, we hope, of the pandemic, the end of the emergency, there was a very brief, a very, very strong growth of all the economics. The war and the crisis in Ukraine slow down this growth, but we hope that in a few months Tuscany can reach the level of pre-pandemic level. Some other data. This is about the general economic, so the effect of the COVID-19 and the pandemic, and also the war. Some indicators tell us that there is a positive growth, also if not in a double signs, but we notice that the craft enterprises can react very, very well to the crisis, and they are very resilient, so they can adapt their business to the new market, to the new crisis, and can keep themselves alive. Okay. Some data for the export. We have a strong export in the United States, in the China economic system, also in several countries in Europe. Also, a decline from the United Kingdom. It's, I think, for the Brexit, because also the United Kingdom economy slowed down a lot. So it's not guilty from the Tuscany economics. 2021, there was a recovery, total recovery in all the fashion system. That is one of the most important sector in Tuscany, not in textile as is shown, because in textile we have some difficulty also about the cost of the energy, because the textile sector is a very high consumption energy sector. So I think that in the next months, the next year, will be a slowdown in the growth. Agribusiness went very, very well, and there are this data. There are data that you can find in the official Istat data. In Italy is not elaborated, so it's raw data. This is very important because although we do not have a specific indicator for the growth of the artisan in Tuscany, there is an elaborated indicator that was developed to try to understand deep what is the growth or the decline of the business of the artisan sector in a specific. So we can we can easily see there was a very deep a very deep down in during the COVID, the trimester of the COVID, and then a growth that does not stop until now. Obviously, these data are not does not consider the effect, the full effect of the crisis of the next data would show a decrease, but it's general, so it's not an indicator about the health of the artisan system in Tuscany, but unfortunately about the health of the whole economy. So we can only hope that this crisis will end as soon as possible. Some of the export indicator broken down by sector. This is the expected growth of the export. We have also, in this case, sectors that are not properly artisan, as we intend in this project and in this presentation, but are included in this data. For example, photography, paper, also transport, but because as I said before, there are not, unfortunately, specific indicator that can tell in which direction the growth of this market can go. So we have to extrapolate this data. They are not so precise as we would. In specific, talking about artistic and traditional handicraft, there is a climate of uncertainty and tension because, as I said before, there are international factors that affect directly these micro and small enterprises that can slow down the growth. So in this, we are all in the same boat, I think, in Europe. So it's not a surprise. But the positive aspect of all these things is that during the interview with the owners of this firm, a lot of them are very optimistic about the future of their business. So a lot of them expect a stability of the growth or an expanding of their business. So if the people are optimistic, it's the essential first step to do a very good business in the future. This was the last, so thank you for your attention. And if you have some questions, I'm here trying to answer to your question.
Thank you very much, Luca, for this very interesting and very detailed presentation. I think we are in a rush now, so very just quick question to all the participants. If they have any question to Luca, any doubts?
No, I think it was very interesting, actually. I was not expecting this kind of presentation, more detailed about Tuscany's economy. And so we will think maybe a slightly altered program to find a match and maybe even have some kind of discussion. If Luca comes to Georgia, I will organize meetings with the Ministry of Economy, because I thought of a couple of people, they will be very interested in hearing this kind of information. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Gela. Thank you. So I think we have some things that we haven't done, but we are definitely out of the time. So I will propose to our participants if we can extend a bit our next meeting, and to participants that's supposed to that we're supposed to ask today to present their organization, to present it to them during the next call, if you all agree.
Yes, okay.
Perfect. So then I would like to conclude on this stage. I would like just to say that it was the first meeting.
Yeah, Irina, it's not necessary that they answer now. We already got. Yeah, sorry, my connection is bad. Sorry.
Yeah, so I was saying that I would like just to remind that it was the first meeting out of 3 preliminary meetings before the study visit. And the next meeting will take place the 30th of September, as always at 3 p.m. Central European Time. And Mariam, please correct me if I'm wrong, at the 4 p.m. Georgian time, right?
It's actually 2 hours difference.
So 2 hours.
Therefore,
So
it's like 5 p.m. Yeah, Georgian time.
5 p.m. Georgian time. I hope in one day before you all will receive the email as a kind reminder with the link to join. We will keep the same link always to join the meeting for your commodity to make everything more easier, and also you will be able to find the link on the Moodle platform. So one more thing that I would like just to add to those who haven't did all the bureaucratic steps on the Moodle platform, like admission questionnaire and voucher request, please do it as soon as possible, and please register your organization on the B2B matching platform. So from my side, that's all. Any other issues?
Can I also say, like, so hello everybody, I haven't sent hello, but so like from Georgian side, me and Ani Tavarashvili, like we can support you in any questions you have. So we are sending the emails, communication emails, so you can contact us there, or we have also contacted you with phone. So you have our information. If you need anything, you can contact us regarding the registration and everything. Thank you.
From Italian side, it's me, and also for any other issues, you have my email also here in the chat, or just contact me through the Moodle platform. So any other issues from someone? No? Perfect. So on this stage, I would like to conclude our meeting of today, our first meeting. Hope to see you all on Friday. And thank you to all of you for your participation and for your passions.
Bye, bye, bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Good.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Bye bye.
Nice to meet you all.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.